Brandon Overton leading early at East Bay for the Lucas Oil Latemodel Dirt Series, but he's got a pair of three-time champions right behind him. Overton, nice and slow, he fires off a 4.
Good restart for Davenport up top there. Can he make it work? He's going for the lead in 2 down the back straightaway. Overton up top. He can't stop JD. They're side by side in a 3, Bob.
Davenport, will he get the lead at the stripe? Overton on the inside. Jonathan Davenport to the front here at East Bay. JD, just like he did one night ago, grabs the top spot. Overton not done yet, but the yellow flag comes out. James Essex.
Stormy Scott slowing on the front straightaway, Bob.
You see a left rear tire down on the 2. He'll have to bring that back into the pit.
So we did get a lap in. 13 of them now. Davenport will be your leader. Overton, Owens, McCready claim the top 5. Tyler Erb is 6th. Eckert 7th. Richards 8th. Josh started back in 13th. And Bronson 9th. Tanner English 10th. Buckingham 11th. So there'll be courtesy laps for Shane for Stormy Scott.
Jonathan Davenport just got an unbelievable run going into turn number 1 on that restart, and he used that momentum to put that Nutrien Ag Solutions car to the front. I don't think Overton's done here. He might have relinquished the lead, but I believe that Wells Racing car can be very stout here as well tonight and try to challenge for this victory. Jimmy Owens just seems to be lurking there in 3rd.
Yeah, an amazing run of top 5 finishes for Owens. He was on the podium all 3 nights at Golden Isles last week, leading that $5,000 Riggs Drilling Solutions Challenge for the top point man from last week and this week.
There's Stormy Scott. They are changing that left rear tire on that 2S. And you speak about Jimmy Owens. If you take a look at what he's done, 3 top 5s last week, top 5 last night, the top 5 at Alltech, so he's got quite the string of top 5 finishes going right now.
A terrific restart for Davenport. He comes from 3rd to take the lead. So Overton leads the first 12 laps. Now JD out in front, but still 27 to go.
Stormy Scott's crew has been very busy. He's already been in the hot pit area twice during this one. Now back out in the racetrack, he'll try to march his way to the front of the field. Stormy Scott still on the lead lap in this one. Shane Clanton holding steady in the top 5 in the 25. The 0 of Rick Eckert having another good run. Despite the Thursday showing at Golden Isles, he has been very strong. Spectator list tonight at East Bay Raceway Park, but we thank all the fans. We hope you are staying healthy at this time. The Lucas Oil Latemodel Dirt Series racing at East Bay Raceway Park, and it always produces some great racing action. Jonathan Davenport, the man they call Superman, in the lead.
On the bottom, Owens and Clanton, they're going to go to the top now. McCready needs to get back up there. Overton for the lead. They're side by side into turn 3, Bob.
Overton doesn't slide high. Thought he might. No, he doesn't. JD still takes the top spot. Good battle between the 76 and the 49.
They're a Longhorn chassis drivers. The Rocket of Owens running in 3rd. Overton's not going to give up now. Overton's going to go to the outside. Down the straightaway. 15 in the books. 25 to go. Now to the outside, Bob.
Surprised JD went to the bottom because watch the run that Overton gets here on the outside. Brandon Overton back to the front. JD still fighting on the inside, but man, that outside is cooking here at East Bay.
Yeah, Davenport's going to have to get back up top there. He's going to lose another spot. Meanwhile, Owens is working the bottom. McCready's 4th, Clanton is 5th, Eckert back to 6th, Turbo is 7th.
Jimmy Owens on the bottom. Davenport back to the top. Owens trying to take down Jonathan Davenport for 2nd. So the early early race dominator Overton back to the front. JD now in second, but we still have a long way to go in this one. Just a couple of laps shy of the halfway point in this race.
So McCready back there in fourth. He's going to the top. Clan now on the bottom of T-Mac into one. Out at two, down the back straightaway. Working lap 19 with Brandon Overton out in front. Good battle here, Clanton and McCready.
Challenge for fourth here between McCready and Clanton. McCready hit the backstretch wall. You saw the sparks fly on the most recent lap. Really do it again. Tries to keep it off the wall, this time by in the Bilstein car. Jimmy Owens to the inside. Battle for second with Jonathan Davenport halfway through this one here in Tampa.
20 down, 20 to go, Bob. Terrific battle there for second. Meanwhile, Overton leads by about a second. And right now, here comes Owens on the bottom. Out at turn 4. Davenport still has the spot with 21 complete.
Jimmy Owens still can't get that momentum off the corner to take down JD for second. The leader, Brandon Overton, in some slower traffic now. You see Todd Brennan on the bottom of the racetrack. Owens there as well. He goes to the top to get around the 20 car. And the yellow flag is out once again. Tyler Erb with problems. Top 5 in the point standings. You see that right rear tire is down on the Best Performance Motorsports #1.
Bobby's running in 7th. Right now, 5th in the points. That's going to take a hurt tonight, but good race up front between Overton and Davenport and Owens right here. 22 officially, 18 to go, Bob.
Brandon Overton leads, but we got a long way to go here at East Bay. We have to say thank you to everybody at Lucas Oil for allowing us to get back to racing. Last week at Golden Isles, here this week at East Bay. There you see Randall Edwards with that orange vest on, trying to help his team change that right rear tire. Some damage to the right rear quarter panel as well. They'll try to get that pulled away from the wheel well so it doesn't rub on that new right rear tire.
Tyler so good here a year ago, back in 2019, won twice here at East Bay.
Dave, what's going on?
Well, a fair little bit of body damage on the right rear here for Tyler Erb. They've got that tire in place. Randall Edwards under the car in the back, trying to pull the support rods to get that body back in shape and off that tire. Just a tough break halfway through this thing for Tyler Erb.
Tyler Erb had a runner-up finish at Golden Isles Speedway last week. He had a third-place run back in February here at East Bay Raceway Park.
So 22 in the books, 18 to go, Bob. It's Overton, Davenport, Owens, McCready, Eckert, 5th. Landis, 6th. 7th is Bronson. 8th is Richard. Buckingham up to 9th. Tanner English is in 10th.
Devin Moran now back out in the racetrack as well. He has finished in the top 10 in 10 of the races so far this year. That matches Tim McCready, the points leader. "22 laps down, 18 to go in this 40-lap A main for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series at East Bay Raceway Park here in May. Brandon Overton stands on the gas, back to green in Tampa.
Well, the last time we saw a restart like this, Davenport went right around him on the outside. Owens now trying to hold that spot on the outside as Davenport squeezes through. And here comes Clanton, and here comes McCready.
Close call right there between Owens and Davenport. Listen to all that horsepower here tonight for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Davenport now solidly in second. Battle, best one on the racetrack, is for fourth. McCready on the outside. Owens slows down just a little bit. Clanton is there on the inside. The Georgia Bulldog looking good again here tonight, but McCready's got the run.
And that top, Clanton still trying to make it work on the bottom. 15 to go coming up. Clanton hanging tough there on the bottom as Overton leads Davenport.
Kyle Bronson charging hard here tonight. An incredible run for that 40. trying to inch into the top 5. He is now currently in 6th, ahead of Josh Richards and Rick Eckert.
From 18th, here he comes. He's not. Oh, crossover. Nice move. Nice move, Bronson. He'll take Clanton and Kyle Bronson 18th to 5th, Bob. And we still have 14 to go.
He's got a shot here tonight as long as he doesn't wear out his stuff. Yellow flag back out. That's honestly good if you're Kyle Bronson. Brian Shirley. Bad luck for the driver of the Bob Cullen Racing number 3. Shirley stops on the racetrack to bring out the caution flag. Shirley had just climbed into the top 10 in points here coming into tonight's racing action.
And he was running 9th in this race after a 6th place finish last night, and saw him unbuckle there. What he's going to do is, I'm not sure exactly what happened, if he got up against the wall or what, but Kyle Bronson.
To me, it looks like he may not have been happy with a particular driver. I saw a little bit of motion there from Brian Shirley to somebody as they drove by. You see that right front towed out, right front suspension issue on the 3.
Checking to see if that last lap counted, because Bronson had gotten around Clanton. You saw that, but we'll see if that lap counted. 26 unofficially, Bob. 14 to go.
Shirley pulls back in the pit area. Overton so strong, but can he hold on? That's the big question right now. Lurking just behind him, that 49 car of JD. Jimmy Owens in the 20. T-Mac, Timmy McCready in the 39, and Shane Clanton in the 25. Then who knows what's going to happen, honestly, with Kyle Bronson. He may pick off a couple spots on this restart.
Well, actually, that might be a benefit if they don't go back to last quarter lap, because it looks like he's going to restart on the outside, Bob, and that's where he's been running, and he does. 40B's not done yet, Bob.
Definitely not. I don't think Kyle Bronson is ever done. He's a throttle masher and so much fun to watch. Tyler Erb, we are getting a report, is done for tonight. Trouble for that Randall Edwards-led team.
So it's Overton, Davenport is 2nd, Owens 3rd, McCready 4th, Clan 5th, Bronson 6th, Richards 7th, Eckert 8th, Shirley was 9th, Pearson will now be 9th, and Buckingham 10th.
Well, Tyler Erb actually is coming back out on the racetrack. We just got a report, so Tyler Erb fixed whatever happened to him in the hot pit area and now coming out and to join the tail end of this field.
It's not over yet, is it? You just get that feeling, don't you?
It's been a heartbreaker for Brandon Overton on the last 2 races on the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Does he break the bad luck string here tonight and hold on late in the going here at East Bay?
Camera shot. Owens going to slide up. Oh! That was close. And here comes Clanton back on the bottom. Shane Clanton, he's been married to that bottom all race long and right now. And here comes McCready as Overton pulling away a little bit.
Shane Clanton really the only driver making that inside group work and working mightily. Shane Clanton blows by Timmy McCready. Now he moves out in front of Jimmy Owens. Moves Shane Clanton now up to 3rd this lap if Owens doesn't get by, and he does. Owens with the momentum gets back by Shane Clanton.
12 to go. Here they come. Oh, McCready trying to go to the middle. Bronson right behind them. 12 to go. Coming up on 11 to go. As you see the shot there. Nice race.
Josh Richards creeping up into the mix as well. Bronson is there, but he's hit some really tough competitors here tonight. Clanton tries to get to the outside. McCready now to the bottom. McCready to the bottom, getting by Shane Clanton for 4th. No. Oh, wow. What a bold move by Kyle Bronson. Move Kyle Bronson into the top 5.
Gotta watch him. Here we go. Come 10 to go. Clanton right there in 4th. Bronson 5th. McCready 6th. Richards 7th. Bronson may now claim pulls away from MT Mac on the bottom. Overton still leads 1.1 seconds, the advantage over Davenport.
The top side is the fast side here at East Bay tonight. Nobody really able to make that bottom work. 8 laps to go in this one. Tim McCready, the points leader for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, holding on for another good run just outside the top 5. Bronson to the bottom. Kyle Bronson to the bottom. Here comes Shane Clanton. Oh, they crisscrossed for position. And now Tim McCready will pull the slider on Bronson. Bronson back to the bottom of the crossover move, and Bronson back to 5th.
Reminiscent of Bronson and Ziggy back in February. Crossover there. Nice move. Come on out there.
Josh Richards has climbed through this field in that iRacing 14. Josh Richards, the winner at Golden Isle Speedway last Thursday night. Now having a good run inside the top 10. 5 laps to go for Brandon Overton. Battle for second. Here comes Owens. Owens on the inside of Jonathan Davenport. Can Owens pick up the spot? Indeed he does for a minute. No, Jonathan Davenport too good on the outside.
4 to go, Bob. Meanwhile, it's still Overton. He watched pulled away, but what a battle for second on back.
By the way, while things settle down before a furious fight to the finish here, we got to say that Earl Pearson Jr. is up to 8th. EPJ with his best run of the season to date in the number 1.
Owens will have to try again. Remember, this is not only a battle on the points, but also for that $5,000 check here at the end of the week, courtesy of Riggs Drilling Solutions. Heavy traffic for your leader, Brandon Overton, with 2 to go, Bob.
Brandon Overton trying to navigate this slower traffic. He's got Tyler Bruning on the inside, Ross Robinson on the outside. Overton's got a pretty good lead here. Pretty good at 3 seconds. White flag is in the air, and Overton is trapped.
3 wide in front of him, Bob. Can he make it to the finish line? Davenport trying to hold off Owens.
Davenport ahead of Owens for second. Brandon Overton makes it 9 winners in 13 races for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series on night number 2 here at East Bay in May. The Lucas Oil reopening tour has not disappointed. Brandon Overton with the big win from the pole tonight in Tampa.
How about that battle for second on back? Davenport gets Owens, Clan 4th, Bronson 18th to 5th. You mentioned EPJ, what a run for him. And how about Devin Moran came from the tail to get 9th?
Tanner English, his 4th top 10 finish of the year and 2nd straight top 10 here at East Bay. Kyle Bronson, the Optima Batteries hard charger of the race, up 13 spots to 5th. Man, Kyle Bronson was a lot of fun to watch. The General Tire Fast Lap belonged to Jonathan Davenport, the 3-time and defending series champion, with a fast lap on lap number 13. The Super Clean race recap ought to be mighty interesting here. The pole sitter was Brandon Overton, and even though he won, he didn't have it easy. Jimmy Owens stalking early in the going in this one. Jonathan Davenport in the 49, Tim McCready, the big guns up front here tonight at East Bay. Watch Kyle Bronson. He charged through this field. So much fun to watch from the back. Kyle Bronson from a B main here tonight, cruising through the field. Got into the top 5 late in the going. Jonathan Davenport to the front, a bold move on the outside. He took the lead momentarily at the midway point of this race, but Overton didn't have anything to do with that. He used the outside groove when JD dropped to the bottom, and the outside groove was the place to be tonight. Overton to the lead. Owens tried to get second from JD, was able to get it for a little while, and then Owens slips up a little bit. Clanton is in the middle of the mix as well. McCready is right there, the points leader. Brandon Overton takes the checkered flag for his first win of the year on the Lucas Oil Tour.
His 5th career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win, his 2nd career win here at East Bay. But Davenport on that one restart got around him for 3 laps. He led, but Overton got it back and led all the way. But that battle for second, tremendous for that last half of the race between Davenport, Owens, Clanton, and then Bronson and McCready.
Every night at East Bay is different, and that's what you have to appreciate about this third of a mile bull ring. Last night was hammered down. Tonight the outside groove was prevalent, and it's Big Sexy back in victory lane. Brandon Overton has been red hot. Now 4 wins in the last month in dirt late model competition. His first win of the Lucas Oil season coming tonight here on a Tuesday night at East Bay Raceway Park. The driver out of Georgia, red hot in that Wells Racing number 76. No fans in attendance tonight, but Brandon Overton proves why he's been red hot over the course of the last couple of weeks. His 4th victory in dirt late model competition coming tonight at East Bay over the course of the last few weeks. Brandon Overton victorious here tonight, Dave.
Well, we knew it was a matter of time. It was just a matter of time before you were going to get here. Brandon, you got into some major traffic with just a couple of laps to go. Were you concerned all of a sudden at that point?
Yeah, definitely. That's the problem about leading here. Janie rolled me on that restart, but you just don't know where to go. Just all worked out for me. Right there at the end, they were kind of where I needed to be, and I was just trying to be patient, just get as close to them as I could without hitting them, and just hold on. But hats off to my crew. We tore this thing up pretty good yesterday, and they got it all fixed, and nothing was wrong with it, and qualified it good again today. And I can't say enough about all my sponsors: Wells Motorsports, Convenient Lube, CrossFit Overton, All Star Concrete, Easy Go, Big Dog Stump and Tree, Dirt Mafia, Cleanway Clearing and Grading, RW Pile Construction, Clements Automotive, Penske Shocks, Sunoco Race Fuels. All my family back home watching, my fiance and my mom and daddy, just everybody back home pulling for me. Can't give up, and just like I said, it proves it over and over again. You keep digging and it'll come.
That's exactly what I was going to follow up on. Your guys have and you, we could see you there all day long working on this thing. It's hot. You didn't give up. This has to feel awfully good, not just for you, but for all your guys.
Yeah, definitely. Kent and Terry, boy, I've been putting them through the ringer. I got tore up in Brunswick, and they never complain. Big Dave's here with me, my car owner tonight. Man, I've been wanting to win. He come down here earlier in the year, and we run a couple podiums or whatever. But to get him a Lucas Oil win, him and Eric and everybody back at the shop, Longhorn by Wells, couldn't do it without them, and I appreciate everything they do for me.
Well, David Wells, the good luck charm. How about that? Brandon Overton, what a well overdue win.
All 6 races on the Lucas Oil Reopening Tour, part of the points championship equation. And by virtue of his 6th place finish here tonight, Tim McCready still with the points lead over Jonathan Davenport. Really hard to gain points when all these top guys finish up front. Jimmy Owens still 3rd in the point standings.
Kent Fegner, the crew chief for the Wells Motorsports team for Brandon Overton. And I tell you what, Wells Motorsports, known him a long time. Of course, Eric Wells, former Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series regular. David Wells, he has a home down here in Florida, by the way, so it's convenient for him to come on down. And glad he got to see Brandon Overton get the Lucas Oil win here tonight.